Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Here at the Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry, we like to focus on our community and help our local businesses expand and succeed.
Why join WCCBI? Not only do we offer a way for local businesses to grow and prosper, but we also provide business development, community involvement, and member benefits.
Becoming a member of WCCBI includes benefits such as networking and ribbon cutting.
Become a member or to see additional information, visit WCCBI.org today.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
At AGI Industries in Clarendon, our state-of-the-art fabrication facility brings your custom-engineered products to life. With cutting-edge machinery and skilled professionals, we deliver precision-crafted solutions tailored to your needs. From trench box and storage container rentals to sandblasting, refurbishing, and painting equipment, plus expert metal fabrication, compressor stations, filters, separators, ASME vessels, and pig loaders, AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
The Bison come in looking for a bounce-back win and to maintain pace in the region standings, while the Dragons look to put the region title closer in their reach. Warren hosts Fort LeBoeuf in a District 10 Region 5 matchup next on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
Providing in-depth audio, video, and written coverage of high school and small college sports across Western Pennsylvania. The YDL Sports Network. If you love sports, this is the place to be.
Fans are an essential part of any team. Visit Casella.com to join our team today. Casella, our people, your team. Today's stream is powered by Oil Country Crates. Your products, our protection. OilCountryCrates.com. Warren Tire Center, drive to the game. The Warren Tire Center makes sure You get to the game in comfort. WarrenTireCenter.com. WCCBI players to watch. Find out the Chamber Advantage and what it's all about at WCCBI.org. Howard Hanna Professionals, keys to the game. Howard Hanna Professionals can help you get the keys to the new home at 814-726-2000 or visit them at howardhannaprofessionals.com.
And welcome into the AGI Industry Storage Containers broadcast booth. Brian Hagberg, Tim Giuliano, Wyatt Stearns with you on your daily local in the YDL Sports Network. AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental. And guys, should have a good one here tonight. Fort LeBoeuf comes into this one 8-2 overall, 6-2 in Region 5 play. Warren is 9-0 and 7-0, and Fort LeBoeuf's 2 losses. One of them just last week to Harbor Creek. The other earlier this month, they lost to Warren 3-1 at home. So really, for the Bison, this is almost a must win if they want to stay in the region title hunt.
100%. Warren's going to want that Oil County Crates to secure their undefeated season for a bit longer.
Very good. Yeah, this is a big one, and usually a team with the kind of athleticism that Fort LeBoeuf brings to Warren tonight, and they got a little chip on their shoulder because they lost to Warren, one of the 2 losses you mentioned, Brian. So it's a big night for them. I think it's going to be interesting to see because, you know, the adrenaline's flowing and everything, but then you settle in and you have to execute. And I think one thing about Warren I've noticed this year, they don't seem to get rattled by too much at all. They seem, and Coach Dolan will let them play through adversity sometimes instead of calling a timeout and saying, hey, come here, we need to fix this or that.
Yeah. And you know, we've talked about that a few times throughout the season that, you know, he'll often wait when other coaches are kind of quick triggered on the timeouts. And I think that's been a kind of a staple of his tenure here at Warren. And I think what that does is it builds that confidence that, hey, coach believes that we can get ourselves out of this. He doesn't have to stop it for us. We can play our way out of it. And, you know, you've seen kind of that transition of good team to good team to good team to good team. You know, I mean, this has been a perennial playoff team, you know, really for the last decade. You know, and they've been to won a couple of district titles, been to more championship matches. So this is a battle-tested team. They know what it takes to win, what they have to do, you know, to get to the top of the district mountain. And they're not, like you said, Tim, they're just not fazed by much.
Well, you mentioned something, and I think it's very true. If you can get people to believe in themselves, they'll move mountains. And clearly, you know, when Warren gets in a little bit of a bind, they seem to be able to play their way through it. And more often than not, they're able to get out back on top again.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I mean, I've not even gotten close to any of the games you've called, but anytime it seems like Warren's getting a quote unquote slump, you know, they don't just like pull back their shoulders and give up. They keep going, and other teams don't know how to react.
Well, that can be very debilitating to a team, or demoralizing, I should say, to the opposition, because we've thrown everything at them, and they're still not. They're still not giving up. So it can wear on somebody psychologically if you're relentless and pursue, and then Warren does that.
You know, and this is a fairly young Fort LeBoeuf team that they're going to be taking on here tonight. And, you know, Fort LeBoeuf's another one of those programs, rich in successful tradition. But they're coming off a 3-1 loss at home. That both of their losses have been at home to Harbor Creek last week. And so now this will be a good opportunity to see how this young team can bounce back. You know, they came back and rattled off, looks like 5 straight wins after falling to Warren earlier in the year. Can they get that momentum back? Can they get a big win here tonight, keep themselves right in the thick of the region title chase?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. And, you know, I think one of the things that LeBoeuf would love to do is not only get get a lead early but quiet this crowd. And if they can do that, that'll be a big factor. As you well know, Wyatt,
I was just thinking about it. As our student section starts to fill up, I will say it's looking a little sparse, but our frat theme going on here, if they can shut our brother out,
Yeah, well, that could be a huge factor because especially I know during basketball season when somebody's shooting free throws down at this end of the court, you can tell that it's getting in their head.
Oh my! It gets in my head. And last year basketball, I was taking pictures. I was getting nervous, and I was sitting over there in the corner.
And so with that, we're going to take a quick look at our WCCBI players to watch. You can find out what the Chamber Advantage is all about at WCCBI.org. I'll start first with Fort LeBoeuf. And one of the things in the previous meeting between these two teams, Madeline Nozzle had a double-double, 18 kills, 11 digs. And so the onus really, I think, is going to be on the libero, Ryan Shields. She's got to find a way to dig out some of those big attacks and big swings, not just from Nozzle. Haley Kabiska was in double digits in kills. Addie Corey was right there with 8. So if they can dig out some of those big swings and keep the point going forward, maybe they can reverse some of those points. And for Warren, I mentioned her briefly a minute ago. We know about Kabiska and Nozzle on the outside, but I think Addie Corey in the middle tonight is going to be the key for Warren maintaining its undefeated regular season. If she can have some big blocks, get a couple of kills, and really emphasize the strength at the front of the net for the Dragons, Warren will come out with its 10th win. And we're going to get the pregame announcements, and then it'll be time for the national anthem. But Tim, while he's giving the pregame announcements, why don't you tell us who is bringing us our first set tonight?
All right, first set is the Elwood National Forge. It's never too soon nor too late to set another goal or dream another dream. If now is the time for you, Elwood National Forge can help with multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from. Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training. I'll tell you also that Elwood offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay, benefits, including 401k and insurance that will start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. To learn more about becoming part of Elwood National Forge, visit enfjobs.com.
And now the starting lineups. First for Fort LeBoeuf, number 22, Paige Shields. Number 7, Callie Stull. Number 21, Kendall Domkowski. Number 29, Grace Schwind. Number 16, Lily McKinney. Number 28, Maggie Lamock.
12, junior center, Hannah Swindlehurst.
Number 12, Hannah Swindlehurst.
Number 10, senior outside, Maya Stoltz.
Number 10, Maya Stoltz.
Number 11, senior libero, Ryan Shields.
Number 11, our WCCBI player to watch, Ryan Shields. And number 15, Mackenzie Marsh, your starters for Fort LeBoeuf.
I always love this part.
And the little dragon running out ahead of the Warren starters being announced.
Number 15, sophomore outside hitter.
Number 15, Haley Kabiska.
Number 2, junior defensive specialist.
Number 2, Peyton Johnson.
13, junior center.
Number 13, Bryn Norris.
Number 5, junior right side.
Number 5, Brooke Sherry.
Number 1, senior middle.
Number 1, Lily Newton.
25, senior middle.
Number 25, our WCCBI player to watch, Addie Corey. Number 7, Lauren Fabic. Number 22, Malicia Sorensen. And number 12, Madeline Nozzle, your starters for the Dragons in this key Region 5 matchup.
Now, earlier you said Fort LeBoeuf is a young team, and you're right. I mean, Warren, I heard senior. Fort LeBoeuf, I think I heard about 2 seniors, a few juniors, and a lot of sophomores.
A lot of sophomores.
There those sideways hats go.
Well, it looks like you got more people here
Yeah,
than we
they're
thought.
filling in.
Reminder that our scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Rouse. Rouse is caring for generations. Visit rouse.org to find out more. And our board is powered by Seneca Generation. Seneca Generation, powering your home, empowering our community. And our view of the court tonight is brought to you by Venango County, where there's always something to see and do. VenangoCountyPAS.gov.
We should make them a jingle. There's always something to do in Venango. Go, Venango.
You can write it
You
and
are
become
assigned,
a
yes.
rich man.
All righty. I'm going to hold you to it.
All right, we'll promote it. I think you have success written all over that. And the balcony looks to be filling up as well here. Nice crowd on hand tonight.
Tonight's game also being brought to you in part by the Lander Hope Clinic, medical care for your whole family. Call 814-593-0011 or visit landerhopeclinic.com to request an appointment. So the teams have broken their huddle, and now we'll get the Liberos to check in first for Fort LeBoeuf. And it looks like Warren will start with the serve.
I was going to ask you something about the officiating. We know personally a lot of referees from football,
Sure.
basketball, and so on. Is this an entity unto itself, or when you become a PIAA official, you're qualified to do all of it?
Each sport has its own exam.
Okay, interesting.
Good recovery by Fort LeBoeuf. Then it goes just long on the attack.
If I was able to say words, I was going to say that serve, it looked like it was going to go out, but it eventually, the ball made its way outside of the court.
It is Peyton Johnson serving for the Dragons. And that was Stahl on the attack, went just a little bit long. And they're going to try this time with Stoltz, and Stoltz gets Fort LeBoeuf on the board.
You know, I noticed that Peyton, with her serve, she's able to get that ball to drop suddenly at the end, like a hanging curveball.
Stoltz got the last point. She'll now head to the service line. Norris sets for Addie Corey. Little tip there, but Swindlehurst is there to get it. And again, strong on the attack. This time was Paige Shields.
Now, I got to say, I've seen 2 big hits go out of bounds. Is Fort LeBoeuf too buff, perhaps?
Oh. I can't keep up with your clever statements
I
tonight.
surely am.
Corey on the serve. And it will be Ryan Shields putting over the free ball. Norris sets for Nozzle, had to recover and go get it, but she gets it over.
Maybe a bit too much on that.
Set now.
Oh! No, I don't think Norris knew that was coming.
Paige Shields there for Fort LeBoeuf.
Tips it right over.
The other thing is that I didn't see anybody covering behind her, so that was it dropped into a dead zone there.
And now it is Paige Shields serving.
Crowd getting lively.
Norris sets Nozzle. Nozzle, big swing.
Oh my goodness!
Mock unable to handle it.
It's a spectator. We need to get somebody down there.
The force with which she delivered that was too much for anybody, I think, to handle without it going, out into the stands.
I'm glad that woman got her hands up. I was scared.
Brooke Sherry on the floor now for the first time as Norris serves and serves that one out of play. Trading points through the early going here.
I was kind of expecting this. I wasn't expecting anyone to break off early, but I'm excited. I like close games.
Norris to Sherry, but right at Stull. And
another just
outside on the attack. That time was Marsh.
You know how last week I was talking about the net? I think the back end of boundary court's going to get
boundary line. Going to get
tape on the floor is going to be it tonight, isn't it?
You never
also
know.
Serves.
Too early to tell.
Marsh blocked back. Beautiful. That was Haley Kabiska on the block.
I think I'm seeing smoke off her hands. That was a huge hit she blocked.
Big time play right there.
Big time play from a big time player.
The first multi-point lead for either team in this Elwood National Forge first set.
Fort LeBoeuf says no multi-point lead
of LeBoeuf.
No breaking away.
Off the ceiling with a lot of speed. It was hard to handle for the Dragons there.
Some rotation going on for LeBoeuf.
Swindlehurst to serve.
Let's swindle her way to a point. I'm having so much fun tonight, fellas.
You're on fire.
And out of play.
Now, was that on the inside of the... What is that? You know what? Yeah, Mr. Volleyball.
The post.
The post. All right.
Yeah. If it touches, my understanding is if it touches the post in any way, it's out. So you can hit the net, but you can't hit the post. If Sorensen serves into the net, but you have to hit over the net.
It's got to go over the net. Yeah.
That court and net having a tight battle tonight.
Then the height of the net, 7 feet even?
Dang.
Oh, that's a good question.
Looks to be about.
I'd have to double check that.
Bryn Norris dives at the stands and almost saved that.
Life on the line.
And we're back to tied, all square at 6. Elwood National Forge first set. Schwint serving. Norris sets for Brooke Sherry.
Glad to see Norris still on her feet there. And another pop over.
Norris able to get to that one. Sherry will put over a free ball. And they'll set to Marsh. This time goes cross court and just tucks it in the line.
I think that went over.
That was close.
Somebody's fingers there.
I think somebody at the block, either Corey or Kabiska, might have gotten a piece of that anyway.
So it was tipped?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it landed in play regardless. So,
is this where Buff comes away?
Norris to Kabiska off the block. Down to get that one was Domkowski. Paige Shields puts it over.
Beautiful.
Sorensen and Norris save it, and Kabiska just gets it in between a diving Shields and Domkowski.
I feel like that tip game is going to be big, Every time they touch the ball, I'm expecting a huge hit, and good thing I'm down on that court because I'd be taking off real quick.
That was
Rick
great
Sherry
effort.
serves into the net.
Now, I got to say, Fort LeBoeuf, a good portion of their points coming from Warren, so if they keep getting points like that, Warren could be knocked off.
A lot of unforced errors early in this one. And I think both teams understand exactly what's at stake here. Norris to Kabiska. They call it in.
I thought it got in.
It did.
Oh, my goodness.
Kabiska with a beautiful shot.
Kabiska going cross court.
That was surgical precision right there. Got to get her health and medical over at the Career Center.
Yeah, Kubiska to serve. And
Makes it over the net. Oh my goodness! Tight roping.
It tells you exactly how much oomph she had behind that serve.
A lot of power.
As hard as that hit the
The
net.
smack of the net didn't tell you that either.
And the back set there to Stahl, and she just gets it past Sorensen. Or excuse me, that was Stoltz.
Malaysia was diving to try to put that back into play and just didn't have a long enough arm to do it.
And so now Stoltz will serve.
Fellas, I feel it now. It's an ace. Watch it. Nope, I was wrong.
Norris to Nozzle, blocked back. Johnson was there, but it goes out of play.
Maybe I was feeling something different. This is where LeBoeuf pulls away. I'm big on feels tonight.
Working on the intuitive sense, and we'll see how accurate you are with this.
Nozzle took some off that time. They give it back. This time it's Stahl, and she puts it right to the back line.
I don't even know what that is because it's like a mid, you know.
I think Fabic would like to have that back because she was watching it fall and just judged that it was going to be out, and it dropped in nicely for them.
9-11, LeBoeuf's biggest lead, I think.
Nope. Norris to Corey, big swing, down to get it is Shields.
But big recovery from LeBoeuf.
Paige Shields goes long. And Fort LeBoeuf thinks it was tipped.
Now,
the officials did not see it.
They have a different look, but I didn't. That looked like it flew over her head right there.
Yeah, I don't think anybody touched that.
Addie Corey serving. And
oh my goodness!
3 girls in the same spot, and they didn't know which one was going to take it. That's too bad.
It looked like from up here that maybe Paige Shields was calling for it and then didn't think she could get there and stopped. And then tried to start back up again. And
it could have been the student section, too. I heard it.
Stahl with a big swing off the block and down.
Hey, they made up for that point, though.
Yes. Well, that was indecision. It's like in basketball. You leave your feet. Once you do that, you're committed, you know.
Paige Shields serving for the Bison. Norris. For Nozzle, through the block.
Oh, what an amazing shot that was.
Now, I mean, you guys have seen Nozzle play for a while, but from over there, it looks different. Nozzle is amazing at getting it in between the block and the net, and that's a quick way to get some quick points.
Tied at 12 as Bryn Norris serves. Back row attack from Paige Shields, but Sorensen's right there. Norris going to give it to Nozzle again. This time she goes long.
Got away from her.
I think she was trying to go over the block instead of through it that time, and just couldn't get the angle.
Yeah, and I think she was on her way down a little bit when she hit the ball, which takes a little off of it as far as the velocity.
Norris tried to get it to Brooke Sherry's a little far, and Sherry unable to get to that one. And Fort LeBoeuf again leading by 2, 14-12. That was National Forge first set.
I got to say, Quinn Norris is running all over the court here today.
Well, that would be Bryn Norris.
Bryn.
Quinn is running all over the soccer pitch as that free ball goes out of play.
Same, I got the last name right.
And in fact, Cody Bupp and I will be down at War Memorial on Thursday as the Dragons take on Oil City in boys soccer action. So I'll get a chance to see Quinn Norris on Thursday.
There was a rotation while you were talking. Payton for Page on the Warren side. Oh!
And
nice
diving,
save.
Nozzle gets it over the net. Paige Shields with a little tip. Norris dives, but can't quite get it over.
This is a good. We haven't even gotten to the first set, and it's already a good game.
Well, Maggie Lemock went up with a lofty blockade there to seal that point for LeBoeuf. She has to be about 6 something.
Yeah, they got some tall players. I know she's not playing, but somebody on the side of the court for Fort LeBoeuf.
Robin Zimmer.
6
something.
I'm definitely 6 something.
Sorensen serves. And that one's going to go over the net.
It hit the rafters?
It must have grazed the rafter on the way over. And
yeah. See, I remember you told me it can't hit the rafters and go over. I'm learning.
Yeah.
I am learning.
So now we're all square at 15. Give it back. And a nice little play there by Mackenzie Marsh.
Rafters or not, they're getting a point.
She put it in the spot where there were no dragons at all.
Schwint on to serve. Norris sets Nozzle back row, but again, a little strong. And the Bison are back up by 2.
Nozzle's power's getting to her, but Warren's still in this. I mean, it's only 2. You'd think, they're still going back and forth, but you'd think this is a not as close match. They're both playing really good. I don't know.
Kabiska that time as Schwint digs it out. And Paige Shields.
She didn't see her and just plowed into her, and that cost them a point right there.
Yeah, Grace was a little too small for her. Saw right over.
Brooke Sherry to serve. Back set to Stoltz. Not sure if that hit net or if Corey got a piece of that.
I think Kabiska, though, made it, if she weren't there, it might not have turned out like that. I think they were trying to avoid her.
And Brooke Sherry serves an ace, puts Warren back in front for the first time in a while in this Elwood National Forge first set.
Talk about what you just said. If I was a coach, telling my players, I'm avoiding a whole lot of people on the Dragons. I'm avoiding them and going for the court.
Stoltz cross court, couldn't keep it in.
Still only a 2-point differential now.
Looks like somebody called a timeout.
Leanne Johnson calls the timeout for Fort LeBoeuf. That's a Ross Becker Insurance timeout. Ross Becker Insurance Group, with locations in Corry, Northeast, and Seneca, strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. Team Ross Becker. That's Ross Becker. And this first set so far, guys, everything we anticipated that it would be. Neither team, I don't think, has had a lead more than 2 points throughout the set.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah. Now, was that Russell Crowe or was that Pedro Pascal?
Crowe's the only version ever. Are you not entertained? I don't even do that well, so maybe if Jack Nicholson were in the Gladiator. Are you not entertained?
Yeah, okay.
Doesn't seem like you're enjoying what you're watching here.
We're certainly enjoying this Elwood National Forge first set. 19-17, Warren leads. Brooke Sherry to serve out of the Ross Becker Insurance timeout. Paige Shields on the attack, blocked back by Corey, but Shields able to recover. Now they back set for Stoltz. Didn't get much on it. And Sorensen going to give it over to Norris. Tipped. And the Bison keep it alive. Paige Shields with a tip. Sherry's there. Norris, a little too much on it. And Stoltz at the net puts it down for the Bison.
That was a good play by Stoltz to make sure that wasn't going to come back over.
Yeah. And talking about another LeBoeuf player, anytime the ball's going towards Paige Shields, I don't know what's going on. In the air, she looks like she's about to slam it down and just boop, pops it over.
Norris to Kabiska off the block and down.
Kabiska, she had a good night the other night. Last game we covered, and she's picking up right where she left off.
Good to stay consistent.
20-18. Now Warren leads it. Peyton Johnson back to serve for the Dragons. Set stall, little tip. Norris goes down to get it. Sorensen over to Nozzle this time. But Schwinn is right there. A little back set for Stoltz. Blocked back by Nozzle and Corey.
Almost. I think that's their coach they almost hit with that one.
Here's your dinner.
Now, what I like about volleyball from the time I've been watching it more, involved, there's no right way to serve. I really like serving. That's my favorite part about this. Everybody's got their own way of doing it, and it's interesting.
Ryan Shields from the back row. Sorensen gets it to Norris for Corey. Little tip down to get it is Stoltz. Schwinn keeps it alive, and Paige Shields puts over the free ball.
Amazing save there.
Norris and Nozzle block back. Stahl and Stoltz combine.
Front line of LeBoeuf. Good job on that point.
Payton cannot, Maddie's power just came right back at Payton.
So that was the first time either team had more than a 2-point lead as Warren was up 21-18. It's now back to 21-19. Norris for Nozzle, and with authority, but down to get it is Stoltz. And Ryan Shields puts over the free ball. Nozzle this time right at Schwint.
That's a little later in the year there. Oh, my goodness.
And Paige Shields through the block. And the Bison are not going away here.
They're withstanding a lot of heavy shots by the Dragons coming over that net.
That initial dig by Stoltz was key.
I know we were talking about how Warren is resilient. I'm looking at LeBoeuf, and they seem to be same or even more.
Johnson down to get that one. Norris dives, and then Nozzle will put over a free ball. Stahl with a little tip, blocked back by Corey, puts it over again, and Ryan Shields is there. We've got a whistle. And looks like a net violation or lane violation. They're going to call that on Paige Shields.
You called it earlier.
Oh, wait, never mind. I apologize. I thought he was saying Paige.
Oh.
Too many P's on the Warren team, confusing me.
Yeah, 22 was the number the down official put up, so I don't know if she hit the net or stepped over the line.
It looked more like a step over.
Norris dives for that, and Nozzle puts it over. Swindlehurst for Stahl through the block.
Just over Nozzle's head.
Callie Stahl showcasing her power.
They're giving it all they got in that front line.
If I was betting on the dog race, I'd be shaking. They're neck and neck.
It is Paige Shields now to serve. And into the net. And that's
we wish you could have that back.
Critical error at a key moment puts Warren back up by 2 and 2 points away from closing out the first set.
Now can
Norris to serve.
Bryn, if she gets if 2 aces, ends the first set. And I feel it. There's number 1, and I was wrong.
Norris sets it for Nozzle. And goes over the block that time to take it to set point. Elwood National Forge first set.
I don't know about y'all, but I saw some curve. There was curve there.
I think it's English when they do it on volleyball. You put some little spin on it. Yeah, give it some English.
You got to be good to control it like that.
They do that. And joust at the net. Nozzle going to try again. Ryan Shields is there. And Swindlehurst with a little tip. Norris for Brooke Sherry. Goes cross court for the set winner.
Wow.
One comes away with the first one, but I don't think LeBoeuf's going to go home without winning at least one. These are 2 very good teams.
That is the end of the Elwood National Forge first set. We'll be back with second set action on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network, right after this.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front 9, coupled with a back 9 situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's a relaxing evening with friends at Cozy Family Dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you.
Have a fender bender? We can mend her at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs, because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
Are you transporting steel or other?
All right, the second set is brought to you by Verischetti Holdings. Companies with the Verischetti Holdings group include Phoenix Sintered Metals, Superior Energy Resources, Allegheny Electric Service, and Verischetti & Son Incorporated. Find out more at verischettiholdings.com. And also, we want to remind you that tonight's game is being brought to you in part by Healing Beauty by KJ. For all your hair, makeup, and beauty needs, visit Healing Beauty at 112 Penn Avenue West in Warren or at shophealingbeauty.com. They're not far from the roundabout.
As we get back on the court, let's see if Warren can Verischetti hold on to their lead today. I'm just going off, fellas. I'm having so much fun. I'm so glad.
We're glad you're here.
I'm glad you let me be here. As LeBoeuf starts off the second.
This much fun should be criminal. I don't know.
Well, Dragons lead at 1-0 so far.
So it is Corey, Norris, Nozzle, Sorensen, Fabic, and Johnson on the floor for the Dragons. Schwint, Ryan Shields, Paige Shields, Marsh, and as that serve goes there, Stoltz, as that serve goes into the net.
You're right. We're at a bad angle.
I was right. Marsh was standing next to Stoltz, and Kendall Domkowski on the floor to start the Verischetti Holdings second set for the Bison. Addie Corey serves. And Stoltz hammers, but dug out by Corey into the vacant space.
Overcommitted at the net, left the whole backside open.
You predicted it. You said something about Corey having a good night, and it was important for her to have that. She's having it.
She is. She's having a very solid night so far for Warren, and that was just she probably couldn't do that again if she tried.
Let's see if LeBoeuf can crawl out of this 0-2 early.
Back row attack right over by Ryan Shields.
I feel like I'm watching really athletic chess down there.
Oh, that's a nice way to phrase that.
Yeah.
Now Ryan Shields will go back to serve, and I think she actually mishit that, and that's what allowed it to just kind of float over the block.
That was planned. If anybody asks her, that was planned. At least if I was asked that question.
Good save there by Fort LeBoeuf. Now Norris for Nozzle. Blocked, but unable to keep it going was Stoll.
And it's going to the locker room. That ball's had enough. It's getting changed. It's in the showers.
If you got smacked around the way that ball did the first set, you probably want to hit the showers too.
It's getting punished.
Wow.
Dragons lead at 3-1 right now.
All righty, let's see if the ball's any slippier after that post-game shower.
Norris serving. Set for Stoll's block back, but there is Paige Shields and Stoll.
Oh my goodness. I know I was talking about that ball taking a shower, but if there was any water on it, it got knocked off.
Oh. Dry now.
And again, heads up play there by Shields to go down and save that ball after it went off the block. Stoltz serves. Norris diving for it, and Brooke Sherry sends it back over. Ryan Shields tipped over at the net by Swindlehurst.
And called back. They came back.
Malaysia did a nice job trying to save that ball. She wasn't able to keep it in play, however, and we're tied 3 points apiece in the second set.
Both teams are really good at not giving up on a play, and that's why they're so good.
And Newton goes cross court.
So it was in.
Yeah.
I believe the back judge there said it was tipped. So
with our bird's eye view, we should know all, fellas. There is no ifs or buts. It is no.
That's an awful lot of pressure you're putting on us there, Wyatt.
I believe in you, kind of.
Shields down to get that serve. Goes over. Brooke Sherry blocked at the net, but Kabiska's there. Norris back to Kabiska. Right into the vacant space.
Double sets there.
She took a little off it, and it was just enough to let it land where there wasn't anyone.
And as a sophomore, just so savvy with the way she attacks that ball.
Even after our time, I think Warren's going to be really good at volleyball.
Nozzle serves. Swindlehurst sets Paige Shields. Sorensen for Kabiska again. Schwint gets it. Stahl right at the middle, but Sorensen's there. Norris sets Kabiska, and she finds an opening again.
I know I said Warren's going to be good for a while, but this young LeBoeuf team, they're really good too. I can see that being.
LeBoeuf's got some good youth. Harbor Creek's got some good youth. District 10 3A is going to be pretty good for a while here. Stahl, big swing, also a sophomore.
Tipped off the hands, goes out.
You go.
No, you go.
Okay. One thing I notice is that this team is not intimidated by Warren at all. I mean, that doesn't faze them.
Well, and again, this is a program that's had some success, some playoff success, and they understand what it takes to be the top dog. As Kabiska goes right down the line,
but they don't have an answer for Kabiska yet.
Yeah,
playing darts. Oh my goodness, accurate precision.
Well, and again, just like a pitcher, just changing speed, changing location, going inside, outside, just moving the ball, all over the court, as it were.
She keeps them thinking.
Paige Shields on the attack. Excuse me, that was Lemock.
Yeah, Lemock.
Are you stealing my paper again?
Sorry.
My cheat sheet?
No.
Dull serves, and Sherry unable to handle it. And it's an ace for Callie Stahl.
Oh, my goodness. Warren has a 6-7 lead. I'm excited.
Norris sets for Kabiska. Tipped. McKinney gets it back. Marsh puts it over, but Dragons are there. Kabiska again. And Paige Shields unable to handle it. Nice catch in the stands there.
Now, we were talking in the first set. Fort LeBoeuf has a really nice tip. Coach Boldensberger and Dolan, I bet my bottom dollar they were telling them, watch that tip. And it's paying off. Not falling for that fake out.
Let's see Watterson.
Changes. Peyton Watterson and Peyton Kabiska on the floor for the first time, and it will be Kabiska going back to serve. Peyton Kabiska, I should say. Haley's on the floor too. Just to be clear, it's Peyton Kabiska serving. 8-6 Warren leads. Lemock will put over a free ball, but it's out of play.
Oh, she hits it! Now, I was going to say, Fort LeBoeuf is having some, communication issues, but they got the point there.
That was
Warren had
a gift.
Yeah.
Kabiska just lost where she was on the floor.
Mike Dolan telling them about it over there. Easy points just down the drain. Let's see if LeBoeuf can continue to capitalize. I think they can, personally. They're having themselves a good game. Both sides are.
Domkowski's going to serve. And it's Kabiska trying to get Kabiska, but she served it over the net and out.
Yeah, I think they were going to let it drop all the way. Unfortunately, it landed in a good spot for LeBoeuf. We're tied up again.
Yep. Kabiska for Watterson this time. A little tip.
Tips it over.
Lemock pushed it. Good recovery by Sorensen. And Peyton Kabiska puts over a free ball. Now the Bison with Marsh, a big swing.
Now, is that their first lead of the set? It might be.
I believe so.
But I do got a question, and you're all knowing this. The two hands, like what?
The setting?
Yeah, no. So last time they hit it over to Warren before the point. They used two hands. I thought that was a big no-no.
Well, if you grab it and throw it, it's a no-no.
I think she just got a three-pointer right there. Goes through the net.
Kubiska to Kubiska. She didn't get enough on it. And that didn't go over the net.
Is this where LeBoeuf pulls away for their first set win?
Well, we're going to find out.
Mike Dolan's going to take a timeout here. That change when Peyton Wooderson and Peyton Kubiska came on the floor, it seemed like it kind of threw off the cohesion on the Warren side of the court, and Fort LeBoeuf is taking advantage.
They were in a rhythm.
Oh, yeah. I believe it was Fabic and Wooderson. Is it Watterson or Wooderson? We're going to say Watterson.
I've always heard it Watterson ever since I've known them. So
looked like they both went for the ball, but I could be wrong. I don't know. And you two are all knowing.
That is a Ross Becker Insurance timeout taken by the Dragons. A Ross Becker Insurance Group with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. Team Ross Becker. That's Ross Becker.
Yeah, I think what happened very well could have been because we had new players in there. They were kind of in a rhythm, but then again, you got to rotate your people in.
Keep everybody fresh. Let's see if LeBoeuf can ensure
Corey through the block. Addie Corey out of the Ross Becker Insurance timeout. Stops the little Fort LeBoeuf run there.
In between Buff and the net. Winning ways, and we were talking about keeping people fresh. Peyton.
So now we're going to see Norris come in for Watterson and Johnson in for Haley Kubiska.
Fabic looks like she's trying to take somebody out.
Fabic's coming in for, I think there's some confusion here as to who was supposed to come in for who as Fabic comes in for Peyton Kubiska. And again, they got to make sure they've got that straight because if they don't go to that correct spot, that's a rotation violation. It's Johnson serves, and looks like they got themselves squared away. Lamock with a little tip, but Johnson's there, and Norris for Nozzle blocked back. Lamock and Marsh.
Holy cow.
We were in this exact same spot. First set, Warren 9, for LeBoeuf 11. Can LeBoeuf change it around? They get the set. I'm excited to see it.
Schwint back to serve. Gets the roll.
Goodness.
Hesitated on the net for just a split second and then just dropped straight down.
Just barely. Dancing on that net tonight.
Fabic returns that back over the net. Schwint over for Stoltz. She can't get it over on the angle.
Talking about that net.
Well, that came back and looks like it hit Shields right in the face.
Well,
I believe I saw that as well. Probably wasn't too fun.
Well, she shook it off.
Corey serves. And Marsh has it blocked back by Newton, but Schwint is there.
Bigger block.
Another Shields gets it through Fabic and Corey.
Corey got a hand on it, but not quite enough to save it.
13-10. LeBoeuf's pulling away. I mean, it's crazy to say that 3 points ahead is pulling away, but they truly are. This is a close match, and their 3 points is pulling away.
Ryan Shields on the serve. Norris for Nozzle. Right around the block that time. And again, that's that ball placement that we talked about earlier with Kubiska, and Nozzle saw a little opening right to the left of that block.
All right, Norris coming back to take back their lead.
Oh! And Stoltz has it put down. Newton right there.
Everybody
a
at
couple
the net.
of times.
Everybody at the net. You gotta keep somebody back there. That's the second time that's happened.
She just said, I'm going to use a little bit of my height and knock that right down.
Norris again on the serve.
Bring it back to a tie game. Set, rather.
Donkowski to Stoltz. Down to get it is Johnson.
Life on the line. Dive
try
right
Stoll
there.
this time. Little tip. And she waited, hesitated just long enough so that Nozzle and Newton were on the way down.
Yep, she got him up in the air and then did not hit the ball until they were on their way down, and it was nothing they could do. They were helpless.
That beautiful dive for Knott.
Morris for Brooke Sherry gets it through.
Hit the judge.
I don't know. Let's hope she's impartial because they might hold that against Warren.
Dragons have pulled it within one.
It'll be Nozzle to serve. As Haley Kabiska is going to come in for Johnson.
Okay, can I ask you a question? Why the traveling sign by the player toward the official?
That they're rotating it.
Oh, that means rotating, not walking with the ball. Okay.
And Paige Shields goes into the net, and we are tied at 14 all in the Bearsketty Holdings second set. Nozzle serving, trying to put Warren back in front. Ryan Shields. Paige Shields on the attack. Sorensen recovers, and Kabiska goes long.
Oh, another one towards the line judge there, fellas. They have it out for her. She must have done something in that JV game to make them mad.
So it'll be Paige Shields to serve. Her team leading by a point. Bearsketty holding second set. Dragons lead the Bison 1-0.
Almost hit it in the net there. Gotta worry about that.
Stall off the block, and Nozzle was coming over and then stopped because Kabiska looked like she was about to step on her hand.
Who would think a roof would be, an integral part of a, game?
16-14, Fort LeBoeuf leads, but that serve goes long.
Spoke too soon.
And that's something we saw early on in the first set. A lot of the, long serves, long attacks, serves into the net. We haven't seen a lot of unforced errors as both teams have kind of settled down here in this second set.
Yeah, getting into their rhythm is a big game.
And Stahl gets it just past Sorensen.
Yeah, Milicia was coming in toward the ball and could not stop quickly enough, and she touched it, and it.
That's been happening for both sides.
Yeah.
Just a little, too forward.
And Stahl serves that one just out of play.
Yeah, it's a bit outside.
That was one of those. Sorensen and Sherry kind of caught in no man's land there. They let it go, and it goes out of play. Brooke Sherry will serve. A sinker, but Paige Shields is there and just gets it over the net. Norris sets Kabiska. And Marsh goes cross court, just tucked it in.
Oh, my goodness.
They have been so good at those little taps around the net where they take something off of it. It's probably gotten them half their points.
Yeah.
Earlier when I said Warren diagnostic, I was wrong. I apologize. I'm a liar. But if they keep using that, we're tied up in sets real quick. 18-16.
Domkowski serves. Norris for Kabiska, blocked at the net, but Kabiska recovers. Nozzle sends it over for Norris. She gets it.
Ooh.
And Ryan Shields played that one, though. Looked like it might have been going out.
I was just thinking that.
Now Norris for Corey. No, it goes to Kabiska. It was over Corey, out of her reach, and now Marsh with the tip.
It's coming towards us.
But
we almost got a volleyball.
We would have signed it, given one out to the fans.
That's right. Wow, after all that.
Again, Marsh with just the perfect ball placement.
18-16 now.
I was under the impression it was 19-16.
Yeah, it was 18-16 a second ago, I thought.
Well, they didn't add the point.
No. Corey. But Ryan Shields is there. Norris. Ryan Shields again.
Shielding that floor, she is.
Norris. Kabiska off the block. Ryan Shields the third time. Lemock with the push. Down to get it is Kabiska. Norris for Corey again. Little tails. And Ryan Shields is hurt or lost the contact maybe. Grabbing at her eye.
Yeah, maybe a contact. Hopefully that's all it is.
As someone who wears contacts, that's a move that I've seen or I've performed myself several times.
Unlike my older counterpart here, my eyes are better than 20/20. Now I gotta say that last set, while she's being checked out, she looks good.
Having a conversation with the athletic trainer Dane Renwick, and
Dane's good at his job. Now Warren hit him with big hit after big hit. Fort LeBoeuf, if I was Fort LeBoeuf, I was ready for another big hit. Just a little boop, And that's another point.
And they did put that 19 point on the board, so it is 19-17. Fort LeBoeuf leading, Verischetti holding second set. But after a long volley.
Those are the points. If you win them, it's elating. And if you don't, it can be deflating. I mean, you just all that effort, and you didn't get the point.
Well, now you've got a lengthy delay here.
Nozzle and Shields at that judge.
A conversation with the up official, and I think they're making sure that Shields doesn't have to come out for a moment because play stopped while she could be attended to. And Kabisca serves.
Hitting it right to her, though.
Marsh through the block and got a hand on it. And then Norris was out of position.
And the ball dropped. They're scratching at that first set of theirs.
20-17, Bison lead it. It will be Schwint to serve.
If only the cafeteria had a microwave, I would have made us some popcorn. This is fantastic. And then
Fabic got in between.
Yep.
It's that little short hop, right? As Warren's going to take its second Rossbecker Insurance timeout of this Verischetti holding second set. We're going to take it with them. High school volleyball and your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
We think Rossbecker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local. We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Grace Schwint to serve for Fort LeBoeuf, leading 21-17. Verischetti holding second set. Norris to Corey. He puts it in.
Now she's having a nice night.
She's going to have to, making up, I wouldn't say slack, but something's going on with Warren.
And that's the largest deficit the Dragons have had so far in this match, 4 points, as Corey serves now. And Domkowski slipped.
A little bit of tripping there. She knows it.
You could see her right foot she went to play it and it slid right on her.
Yeah, slid right past the ball.
I don't know if you two are big wrestlers, but that looks like a shot right there.
I wrestle with my conscience.
Corey with a serve. Ryan Shields gets it. Domkowski to Marsh, and again, just around the block.
Fort LeBoeuf. No, wait, I got a question. You two are more poised in high schools. What is LeBoeuf? Warren has the Dragons. What's LeBoeuf?
Bison.
The Bison. Bison with an N. It's the Bison.
Ah, singular.
Yeah, well, that's but the plural form of Bison, I believe, is Bison.
Yes, it is.
I'm learning so much today.
Norris for Nozzle. Goes cross court. Schwintz there.
As opposed to Buffalo.
Paige Shields blocked back by Newton and Norris.
I'm also learning that Warren defense is unwavering. Oh, my goodness. Big hit into an even bigger block there.
Still a 2-point set as Brooke Sherry comes back in. Bryn Norris will serve. Her team trailing 22-20.
They've been fortunate getting us out of position for those little tap overs.
Ryan Shields, a little much. And Nozzle went up, was ready to put that thing back down.
I think Domkowski thought, I think she thought it was already going over.
Well, I think Domkowski was ready to get it short, but Nozzle came up and it froze her just enough, as now Leanne Johnson takes another Rossbecker Insurance timeout here with it being a 1-point set.
I was looking at that and I thought, oh my gosh, did Warren, hit the net illegally during that sequence and we were going to lose a point there, but no. They ruled it was a valid point.
Oh,
22-21.
Yeah.
This has been an exciting set.
I know we're talking about the volleyball game, but if we're looking at that student section, I'm seeing some pretty good spaghetti. And after a long day of practice, it's looking real good, fellas.
Pasta and meatballs, huh?
Yeah. Hey, I'm a big fan of me some spaghetti. Mr. Stearns is a big Italian guy, so I've had a lot of spaghetti in my day.
There you go. Now my grandma came over from the boat. She's the best cook I ever saw.
Domkowski for Stahl, little tip, but Johnson's there. Norris for Nozzle, block back. Johnson gets it again. It goes over, and Stahl, they're not going to get it back.
She ran into the up official. He's turned now. He's got to get down and fix himself.
I'll tell you what, that got real close and really fast, and it just ran out of opportunities.
Now, I'm not saying anything.
Johnson with a key dig on that point. As it's tied at 22, Bryn Norris serving.
Could this be where LeBoeuf falters? Because they were ahead by a lot, and now to be tied at 22, I would start to be getting down on myself. But that big hit, it does not seem to be.
Stoltz gets it through Norris.
One of the members of the crowd knocked the ball down there.
Yeah, Warren had 7 people on that court, so I think that's another. Either way, that was a point for LeBoeuf, that guy in the stands. Oh, wait. He wasn't playing. He's protecting his daughter. I take that back. Good on you, good sir.
Stoltz serves. Norris for Brooks Sherry with a little tip, but recovering at the net. Oh, Swindlehurst, and then Nozzle puts over a free. Swindlehurst for Stahl. Big swing. Johnson's there.
Maddie had to run around a teammate on that last one.
Stoltz dives to get it. Paige Shields with the attack, and it's through Johnson.
A bomb to the student section.
Fort LeBoeuf.
Oh, I've just been wrong all day. Talking about if I keep getting wrong, y'all are gonna kick me out.
Norris for Brooks Sherry keeps the set alive.
Staying alive.
Yeah, she wasn't going to let anybody get a hand on that.
And now Kadiska will come back in as Nozzle serves. But you take Johnson off the floor here, who's one of your better defenders.
Could mess up the flow.
Well, you need the point here to keep the set going as Nozzle serves and did not jump serve that time. Stahl, big swing, long. And again, LeBoeuf wants a tip. The back judge says it was tipped.
Oh, my goodness.
Call is reversed. And Fort LeBoeuf gets the set.
Newton is not a fan of that call.
Can we watch the replay, please?
Nozzle's going to go over to the up official and get clarification here.
I'm not trying to contradict the up official there, but that seemed pretty over. I don't know about y'all.
They're saying it was tipped?
After the conversation, the call stands. It was tipped at the net, and Fort LeBoeuf picks up set number 2 with a 25-23 victory. We are tied at 1 set apiece.
That has to add to the fuel of Warren's fire. I mean, that happened to me. Even if it did tip, or if it didn't, that fires me up.
We'll be back with more high school volleyball on your daily local in the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
And we're back here at Warren Area High School, all tied 1 set apiece, Warren and Fort LeBoeuf.
And we want to mention the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where You come for the food and stay for the view. Come check out the new indoor-outdoor wood frame event center. The Allegheny Grill was recently voted the #1 waterfront restaurant in Pennsylvania. Find out why at AlleghenyGrill.com. And you've been there.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been there. I've had catering from there.
You've tasted the food.
I have sampled the goods, so to speak.
Okay, so you haven't had the view, but you've had the food.
I came
After
for the
battle.
Came for the food. Now I got to go get the view.
That's right. Look over there, and I'm sure it's absolutely gorgeous. From what you told me about their food, they've got to be one of those spots where people drive miles and miles to go to.
Brian Hagberg, Tim Giuliano, Wyatt Stearns with you on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. And all tied up, one set apiece here, Warren Fort LeBoeuf in a key District 10 Region 5 matchup. Dragons come into this one 9-0, 7-0 in region play. Bison are 8-2 overall, 6-2 in region play. And looking to split the season series here with Warren.
Now, before they get back on, Warren, LeBoeuf, they had their little side conversation on the side, but Warren, they got together. I think they're staying in this. Warren isn't easily faltered, but after that, I saw some faces from the team that I haven't seen yet. I've only done how many games, but
Peyton Johnson will serve to open the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg third set. Ryan Shields gets the attack from the back row, and the Bison.
Oh?
No, that was...
waiting for the call here?
I didn't see what the signal was. I just saw that the hand pointed to Warren as though giving them the point.
Possibly stepping over the line, and oh my goodness. Didn't look like Mackenzie Marsh was ready for that serve. Good thing it wasn't to her.
Norris for Nozzle. Took a little off, and Schwint able to get it. Domkowski for Stoltz down to get it is Norris into the net.
Oh! You know what? I'm sorry, but that looked a little bit like a carry to me from the other side. However, I'm a neophyte with this, so.
What?
I'm brand new at it.
See, I really am learning. I'm very thankful for you too.
Marsh with a nice serve there. Johnson goes down to get it. Nozzle off the block. Schwint with the diving dig. Stoll tips. Johnson's there. Norris sets Nozzle again. Domkowski for Stoltz. Fabic goes down to get it. Nozzle again. Off of Marsh.
So just enough on it to make it difficult for the return.
Now that hit over, that tip, they tipped it into the girls softball PIAA state runner-up of 2000 sign.
That's sacred.
That is truly sacred. 8 years before I was born.
That was my senior year, man.
I knew that would get something.
I don't think there's anything in this gym that took place before I was born.
Maybe the writing of the declaration.
Double hit on the Dragons.
Actually, the building itself was built and finished after I was born.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
anyway,
Stoltz to serve. Tied at 2. Allegheny Grill of Foxburg third set.
I took ancient world history last year. I don't need to hear more about it.
And Shields unable to recover, puts that one into the net.
After that net hit some switching out, but from both teams. Fabic coming off for number 5.
Brooke Sherry.
I'm good with numbers. You're good with names. We are quite a team.
I'm good with neither.
You're more
Stoll on the attack. Sorensen goes down to get it. Nozzle right at Paige Shields, and Shields will put it over. Newton at the net. Norris keeps it in. Nozzle goes long.
Oh. Too long.
Too much there.
It seems like they've gotten us a little out of sync.
You go back to that period in the second set when, and not putting it on them specifically, but when they brought, as that serve goes out of play, Waterson and Peyton Kubiska on for a few points. And it seemed like that's really what flipped the momentum into Fort LeBoeuf's favor in that set. And like you said, Tim, Warren really hasn't recovered since then.
Yeah, they've had some good plays here and there, but the consistency's not there. Hopefully they can get that back soon.
Oh my goodness.
Nice tip over there by Swindlehurst, and then
looked like a hook shot.
Kabiska goes into the net.
You know what, though? For as many mistakes as we may have made, we're still in this set, and we're 1-1 right now. So that's not really bad.
Sounding like you're on the court there.
No, I don't.
Sherry tried to go across court and sends it out of play as Fort LeBoeuf takes a 5-4 lead.
Too short, too slow.
I don't know. You might be taller than John Swanson. You might be that tall.
Say, am I taller than a first grader?
Sherry with a little tip diving as Paige Shields and just goes out of Swindlehurst's reach.
Just like, it's not going to change. No matter how many times I say it, neck and neck for however long we're here, and I'm all for it.
Well, these are two very evenly matched teams. They're both very good.
And both with a lot of experience.
Marsh with a big swing and tucks it in the back row.
I know it's just a bit off camera, but there seems to be a tablet recording. That almost took a hard shot there. That film would have been scary on that play.
They're doing a really good job of exploiting open areas in our backcourt, and they've had several points that way.
Domkowski on the serve. Norris gets it over to Kabiska, and it just went off her fingertips.
Oh, yeah.
I could see from our vantage point up here that it went off the tops of her fingertips instead of the palm of the hand there.
Made all the difference.
Yeah. 7-5 lead and a little
my goodness
from Domkowski for the ace.
Caused some miscommunication. Everybody looking at each other, and now it's 8-5.
You know what? I finally found the word that I wanted to use to describe what's happened to Warren since about midway through the second set. And I'll tell you in a second.
Corey with a big swing.
Nice job. Like Corey. Flat.
Yeah.
I would say that's the most descriptive because we just do. We look flat right now. They'll get it back.
From a normally explosive team.
Yeah.
Addison Ristaw on to serve.
Though short, your brain is strong.
Thank you.
Domkowski for Marsh with a little tip and tucked it in.
But you have to credit them for those kinds of plays.
And Marsh especially has done that all night.
Yes.
I don't think she's hit into a block yet.
Some rotation from Fort LeBoeuf after getting the 9th point of this set over the Warren 6.
Schwint serves. Norris sets for Kabiska through the block.
Warren gets rid of that 6-9 behind, and now they are down 2. We're staying in it. Both sides.
Kabiska after the kill will go back to serve.
Both sides refusing to go down. Huge fights.
And serves it long.
And they knew and stepped out of the way. Good judgment.
Marsh back in the corner to serve. Norris for Corey, and she stepped over the line.
11-7.
This is uncharacteristic of the Dragons that I'm used to seeing.
Something at lunch today must have thrown them off. I mean, I thought that Stromboli we had was pretty good, but I don't know.
Norris for Nozzle off the block. Paige Shields is there. Domkowski back to Shields. Tipped. Ristaw gets it to Norris. Nozzle again goes cross court. And again, Paige Shields is there. Domkowski for Stoltz that time. Misfired a little bit. Now it's Norris on the attack. Marsh down to get it. Stoltz nearly. Nasty collision there.
With a pole.
With the pole on the near side.
But
that's why it's batted that way. You know, hopefully take something off. She was able to avoid it somewhat.
She's okay.
Just soars over the net there.
Domkowski to Paige Shields. Big swing. Ooh. Well out of play.
Deep to left center. Gone.
Going and gone. I mean, I got to say, just a little bit downward on that, the floor is going to have a dent.
And Corey ties up Ryan Shields. Swing over to get it, but can't keep it in play.
That's the first time I've seen Shields hit the ball tonight.
Yeah. She's had a solid night.
Yeah.
And it seems like we're having a short timeout for Nozzle here, tie her shoe. Not timeout, rather break.
Corey now serving, trying to tie things up here. Allegheny Grill, third set off the net.
Oh,
down to get
goodness.
it. Kept in play, but Fort LeBoeuf unable to recover.
From 7-11 to 11-11. This, oh my goodness. I'm going to say it again. Neck and neck. Unfaltering, unwavering, both teams.
Oh, and Corey ties up Schwint this time, but LeBoeuf able to keep it in play, but can't get it over.
First she passed it to a team on the side of the court, then she passed it to that upper official.
Well, they just couldn't get it back in to play where they could get it over the net, and that happens sometimes, especially if there's a weird spin on the ball.
Warren's come back
Corey with a little knuckleball there. There was no spin on it this time. This time Schwint will get it over. Ristov puts it in play. Norris to Newton, tipped, Schwint, stall, Paige Shields, not over that.
And she is frustrated with that.
She just took off a little too much.
I don't, with the angle, she tried to take it off, and that was, I think,
she was trying to hit a little drop over the net.
Domkowski for stall, big swing, tipped. Corey gets it to Ristov for Nozzle, blocked, kept alive, and then it hits the floor, and that ends a 6-0 run for the Dragons.
You know, you get that close to the net, it's like getting painted into a corner. There's not a whole lot to do, and there isn't anywhere to go. And if you hit the ball up, you're going to hit it into the net.
After a great performance, Corey comes off.
And Norris with a little tip over the net.
Sorensen. And didn't need Corey on that point.
That was a heads-up play by Norris.
It was, and it was the very same type of thing they've been doing to us all night long.
Ristov coming off for Sherry.
Norris back to serve, and that was, again, she realized that the pass was going to go over her head, so instead of trying to set somebody, she just tipped it over the net. Swindlehurst to stall with a push, and Norris is there, but then miscommunication between Nozzle and Johnson.
I was about to say, it looked like that, confused. Oh, my goodness. I said her brother's name, Norris.
We did not gather. We scattered.
Yeah.
Paige Shields with the serve. Norris gets it for Brooke Sherry through the block and down.
One's getting through those blocks. Now, if only the football team could do the same.
Well, you have a lot to say in that matter, right? Good luck this weekend, by the way.
Thank you
Homecoming
so much.
coming up.
Nozzle serving. Paige Shields gets it over to
I don't know. LeBoeuf. They're calling
for Sherry, little tip, and kept alive. Hit at the net by Newton. Ryan Shields down to get it. Paige Shields keeps it alive, and Lemach puts it out of play.
Those little tips are killing both sides.
Didn't think that volley was going down. Great effort by both clubs.
Timeout.
Fort LeBoeuf takes a Rossbecker Insurance timeout. Rossbecker Insurance Group, with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca, strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. TeamRossbecker.com. That's Rossbecker. And your view of the court tonight is brought to you by Venango County, where there's always something to see and do. Venango County, PAS.gov.
I'm really a fan of Venango County bringing us the view, because there's always something to see and do there. You know what I'm saying? And you're seeing and watching this beautiful game. Warren staying in it. They were back at 4, and then ever since being down 7-11, they've only let up 2 by almost jumping 10. So they've switched this momentum. Let's see if LeBoeuf can switch it back.
Well, it's 16-13, so plenty to go.
Third set here. Allegheny Grill, Foxburg, third set, as this match is tied at 1 apiece. Nozzle to serve. Little sinker. Shields gets it over.
Just barely.
Sorensen for Sherry. Goes cross court, but long.
Even the coach was saying that was out. I don't know if the judge would have viewed her calling, but she was right. Get her on that line.
And again, that was all set up by that dig going just over the net.
That beautiful save.
Norris for Newton, big swing. Down to get it is McKinney, but she can't keep it in play.
Oh, my goodness. She almost ate a bleacher there. Good thing she's all right.
Paige Shields with the diving effort into the stands on the far side.
We've seen some remarkable efforts tonight
Absolutely,
to save the ball and keep the volley alive.
Both sides are extraordinary at that.
Sorensen on the serve. Ryan Shields down to get it. Swindlehurst gets it back to Ryan Shields for the free ball. Norris for Corey with a little tip over the block.
That's what we were trying to do, and we got it that time. Just a little tap.
And Corey turned around just a little smirk on her face, kind of knew, hey, I got him on that one. 18-14, Warren leads. Allegheny Girl, Foxburg, third set. Sorensen serves off the net for the ace.
And it dropped just enough in front that she couldn't get to it. Shields was diving for it, but the net took it off.
Too late.
Took a little off of it.
Swindlehurst gets it to Ryan Shields. She'll push over. Sorensen dives. Norris to Sherry. Goes cross court. McKinney down to get it. And Marsh to Lemock. Kabiska through the block. Ryan Shields down. Addie Corey with a little tip. And Lemock able to recover. And now Lemock tries to tip but goes out of play.
And she knew as soon as she touched it. Oh, it's over.
And very quickly, Fort LeBoeuf's going to take a second Ross Becker Insurance timeout. We'll take it with them, Allegheny Girl. This is high school volleyball on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs. Because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
It's
welcome back to the Joseph A. Massa Gymnasium at Warren Area High School. 20-14, Warren leads Allegheny Grill of Foxburg, third set. This match with Fort LeBoeuf tied at 1 set apiece. Malicia Sorensen serving for Warren out of that Ross Becker Insurance timeout.
Big lead here, 6 points. Huge, honestly, huge in fact.
And that was just a misfire there by Swindlehurst, was trying to set Marsh. And just didn't get it back enough to her.
Now our board's saying 20. There's a saying 21.
That's because I forgot to push the button.
She took just enough off of that.
That serve goes into the net.
LeBoeuf back 6. I don't know.
And since falling behind 11-7 in this set, Warren has outscored Fort LeBoeuf 10-4. Bison need to put a run together here. Norris for Sherry. Tip, block back, over the net, nobody there.
I don't think they thought it was going to come back to their side.
No, I saw Marsh's face watch the ball.
Well, Corey went up for it, and I think that caused just enough hesitation that they thought she was going to hit it.
It was like that commercial with the paper towels when they say no, and there's nothing you can do.
Right into the block. Stoltz, Sorensen's there. Sherry for Kabiska. Goes deep. Paige Shields. Domkowski for Stoltz. Sorensen there again. Norris for Corey. Big swing off the block and down.
I thought for sure Kabiska had that point back there.
Yeah.
We are 2 points away from a 2-1 lead from Warren.
Brooke Sherry serving.
Let's see if she's sharing these points. One of my worst of the night. But not a bad serve there.
Lemock tried to put it back. Kabiska's there with the block. And then it goes out of play. Good recovery by Fort LeBoeuf.
Good reaction.
Yeah. I thought that was dead in the water after Kabiska put it back. But
playing patty cake with the net there.
It is set point.
They kept it going. It was a good effort.
And Sherry serves it into the net.
Speaking of that net again.
Fabic on for Sherry, as Schwint will come on for Lemach to serve. And Bison need a big run here to keep this set alive. Norris will set Corey. Big swing off the block and down for the set point. And Warren with a big rally to end the Allegheny Grill third set. Takes it 25-16, takes a 2-1 lead in this match. A key one, District 10, Region 5. We'll be back with more high school volleyball on your daily local OIDL Sports Network.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
All right, it is time for the Acrisure fourth set. Acrisure, with a location in DuBois, is the official insurance provider of your daily local and the YDL Sports Network. Find out more at acrisure.com/Mid-Atlantic.
And this match certainly so far has lived up to the billing. 2-1 Warren leads after rallying for a third set win there. The Dragons were down 11-7 and then came back and outscored Fort LeBoeuf 18-5 the rest of the way. And we were talking about throughout the set that, Tim, you mentioned at one point they looked flat, and they certainly seem to have found another gear late in that third set.
Got their mojo back.
Yeah.
At least it looks that way. So if they can keep, and consistency is important, and you're going to have, you play a good team like LeBoeuf, they're going to make runs at you, and they certainly have, and this is far from over.
And you're talking about flat. The person who, in my opinion, got them out of that little flat stretch was just dancing at center court. Addie Corey. She had at least 4 amazing serves that got that ball rolling.
Yeah,
that
she
volleyball,
did.
If you will.
She also had a couple of nice tips at the net.
And so now we'll see how the Bison respond here. It'll be Schwint, Domkowski, Stull, Paige Shields, Stoltz, and Marsh, though one of them is going to come off for Ryan Shields here. And it will be Stull coming off as Ryan Shields come on. Schwint will serve. For Warren, it's Corey, Norris, Nozzle, Johnson, Fabic, and Sorensen.
I'm glad she ran off instead of stalling.
Oh.
Norris sets Nozzle. Ryan Shields right there. Domkowski for Paige Shields. Tipped. Sorensen down to get it. Norris for Corey. And Domkowski tried to keep it alive, but just unable to get it to a teammate.
I was just talking about her. She's having herself a game.
Corey, yeah. Yep, that was another great play.
This could potentially be 2 in a row, Tim. That's my player to watch.
I was going to say, you're on fire.
Well, either way, because Ryan Shields, as she lets that one go, has had some phenomenal digs and saves for the Bison so far through 3 sets.
And Corey's going to get a little breather.
Marsh serves. Johnson down to get it. Nozzle recovers. Stoltz puts it over. Norris for Nozzle. Blocked, but Newton's right there. Norris going to try Nozzle again. Blocked again. Newton again there. Joust at the net. Newton again. Joust at the net. And this time Paige Shields wins it for the Bison.
That was a good little battle there.
Yeah.
Oh, left, right, over the net. No, here you go, just straight over. That was crazy set there.
Sorensen up into the rafters, but didn't touch one. It's Nozzle puts it over. Domkowski sets stall, little tip. Johnson down to get it. Norris for Newton, had to recover, but couldn't get the angle and goes into the net.
That looked like a pinky and ring finger hit right there. Too much spin on her.
Yeah, didn't get a solid
Well, it was
contact.
a little bit behind her.
Yeah.
LeBoeuf coming away too. Biggest lead of this set here.
Norris down to get that one. Nozzle puts it long.
Somebody missed an assignment right there because that should not have been Norris's territory. She had to run all the way back to get it.
It looked like Newton was just turned the wrong way, but LeBoeuf capitalizing. 3-1.
4-1.
4-1. Sorry, I'm not good with numbers either.
Sorensen will get it up to Nozzle. Schwint for Domkowski and Stahl with a big kill.
5-1 reminds me of somebody in this booth. Now, after going down 2-1 in sets, they're not giving up.
No, this is exactly what Fort LeBoeuf needed here to start the Acrisure fourth set.
LeBoeuf standing strong, and another serve.
Norris, Nozzle, too long again.
Another serve, another point.
Did that not hit one of their defenders?
No.
Not to my knowledge.
And quick Rossbecker Insurance timeout taken by Mike Dolan. We'll take it with him. This is high school volleyball on your daily local WDL Sports Network. Back here out of that Rossbecker Insurance timeout at Warren Area High School, where Fort LeBoeuf has opened a 6-1 lead in the Acrisure fourth set. Bison trail the match 2-1. Newton with a big swing.
Stopping that run.
And a much-needed point for the Dragons.
Getting Marsh off that serving block. She's having herself a night down there. Hopefully she doesn't have a knife. Flake the ball real quick.
Norris will serve now. Warren trailing 6-2.
Hoping to cut into that deficit. Good hit. Ooh.
Shields down to get it. And Norris puts it over. And she stepped.
Just bare, this is.
So LeBoeuf gets that point.
Yeah.
She crossed over.
Oh.
Yep. Big point there. Because that ball looked like it was on its way to the floor on the Fort LeBoeuf side as Stoltz serves.
Up 5, hoping to keep their lead.
Norris to Sherry, and Stoltz gets a hand on it. Paige Shields swings. Norris for Sherry again, a little behind her, but she gets it just over Swindlehurst and in front of Stoltz.
Underappreciated so far tonight. Peyton Johnson has made a lot of great digs and plays to keep the ball going. She did that time, too, and saved a volley.
Silent savior.
Yeah, she's had a good night.
There's a lot of those players on Warren's team. So we're talking about a few people on LeBoeuf, but everybody is doing their part on both sides of this volleyball.
Stall again. Norris gets a hand on it, but couldn't get it to a teammate. And Bison in complete control early going Acrisure fourth set.
Shields.
Ooh, low serve, and Sorensen couldn't get all the way under it.
We're going to be late here tonight, fellas.
Well, she was trying to keep it up, and you're right. She couldn't get underneath it, and it just died, and there was nobody there to save it.
Try sending it to her again, hoping to.
Nozzle to Kabiska, blocked at the net by Stahl.
They have done a nice job at thwarting our spikes and kills.
Warren,
whatever Leanne Johnson said in between the third and fourth sets, certainly working so far.
I mean, I didn't.
Brooke Sherry blocked back by Stahl.
Warren is faltering. Oh my goodness.
Credit the Bison. This is all Bison right here.
Momentum is a fickle thing, is it not?
Coach Dolan seems to be feeling it, changing out some players there.
Peyton Watterson is
in for Kabiska. Paige Shields serving, and Sherry off the tip, but Ryan Shields is there to keep it in play. Tipped back, and Stahl, had a hand on it, couldn't hit it again. There was nobody else there.
I don't think at the serve we were even ready.
Well, and that's the serve receive for Warren so far in this set has not been clean, and it's kept them out of the system from running their offense. Stahl pushed over, but Sorensen was right there. And Watterson with a big swing off the block.
Yeah, she came in earlier for very few minutes and then went out, and now she's back in. Nice play there by Peyton.
Sorensen serving. Bison leading 11-5, Acrisure fourth set. Dragons lead the match 2-1. Swindlehurst to Stahl, tucks it in the corner. And Callie Stahl's really come on here in the fourth set for Fort LeBoeuf.
Yes. They have had good play consistently from all their frontline members tonight. And also Shields in the back there. Done a good job.
Swindlehurst to Marsh. Big swing. Sorensen gets it to Norris. And Watterson will have to put over a free ball. Swindlehurst to Marsh again. Little tip, but this time Nozzle was ready for it. And that time Marsh put a big swing on it. And I think if Norris lets that go, it goes out of play.
My thoughts exactly. I think if she steps aside, we get the point.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Still a point for LeBoeuf.
Norris got a hand on it, and it's 13-5 Bison. Norris to Larson into the net. And Sorensen took a little spill there at the end of that.
She's okay.
Almost a 10-point deficit.
And again, there's that serve receive. Goes over the net instead of pass to a teammate. And that time, Watterson with a tip. Saving it is McKinney, and Paige Shields puts over the free ball. Corey, big swing, but out of play.
10 points.
We are
in it deep.
We are not firing on all cylinders tonight.
This is an old engine, and it needs oil. It needs something to change.
Brooke Sherry with a little tip, but Paige Shields saw it coming, jousted to the net. Corey won that one, but Swindlehurst able to keep it over off the block, and down to get that one was Stahl. Lemock with the free. Norris. Watterson blocked back. Corey's there, puts it over. And then a big swing from Lemock goes out of play.
Warren's first point in a minute. Coming back.
And one of the few mistakes the Bison have made in this set.
And it does not seem to bother the Bison one bit.
And Sherry with the serve. Lemock, big swing, blocked back. Did it hit the net? No, it was blocked, so it is a point for the Bison.
I have not seen a discrepancy this large since I've been doing volleyball with you. This is a good team we're playing tonight.
This is a Bison team that knows what's at stake here in this game. That if they drop this one, they're going to be hard pressed to come back.
And it does
for
not
the region title. And Watterson gets the kill.
It's the second one for her tonight.
Yeah. And looking at records, they're only 2 behind, but from what I've gathered, Warren, I've been here for 4 years. Warren volleyball's always been a staple. So coming into their home, I'm not saying there's an aura, but there's something.
Mystique
to Stoltz. Johnson right there. Norris for Nozzle off the block and just out of Domkowski's reach.
One of my favorite X-Men.
That was a nice play. And with Watterson with her 2 kills and Nozzle right there, we got to keep doing more of that.
Johnson on the serve. Domkowski to Stoltz. Big swing is blocked back by Corey and Norris.
And just like that, we're starting to get more consistent.
16-9, Fort LeBoeuf leads. You wonder how long Leanne Johnson will let this go if the Dragons get another point or two, as Shields somehow gets that one over. Norris for Nozzle through the block and down.
Down but never out. The Warren Dragons clawing their way back. 4 points from being back 10.
16-10. Johnson serves. Good pass there. Marsh to Stoltz. Tipped. Fabic. Norris for Corey off the block. Saved by Stoltz. Pushed over by Lemock, but Fabic able to recover. Nozzle with the kill.
Even though LeBoeuf didn't get the point there, they're being really consistent with their dives and their saves. That's part of the reason they had that big lead, and they still have a really big lead, but Warren's coming back.
Johnson on the serve. Domkowski for Marsh, tipped. Fabic gets it. Norris will keep it in play. Corey puts over a free. Stoltz on the swing. Norris recovers Corey, but Domkowski's there. Marsh with a tip and into the vacant space.
Fabic hesitated for just 1 second. Leads to another LeBoeuf point.
And yeah, she couldn't get run
back over there when the momentum went the other way.
The way this is going, I should have brought, a pillow. It's getting late. I don't think I've ever gone to 5 rather.
Schwint with the serve. Norris. Nozzle. Ryan Shields is there. Marsh tips it again, and Corey got a hand on it, and just enough to throw Sorensen off kilter.
No matter how many points the Warren team gets back, it does not change what the LeBoeuf is doing.
Sorensen had to dive to get that. Fabic gets it to Nozzle with a little tip. Domkowski's there. Ryan Shields to Paige Shields. Big swing, out of play.
Yeah, it's going to be that time. Addie Corey had a really good performance in the last set, serving. Brought them back from a bit of a deficit. Can she do it again is the question.
Ryan Shields puts Paige Shields way into the bleachers and then tipped by Stoltz. Fabic down to get it, and double hit is called on Fort LeBoeuf.
I didn't notice that. There were a couple other ones where I thought maybe they carried, but they never called it. Of course, I'm new to volleyball, and, far be it for me to question.
Addie Corey serves, grazes the net, Schmidt unable to handle it.
I think she misjudged it because it came up again.
Yeah.
And she was going low.
When it hit the net, I think she was anticipating it to sink, and it just stayed right on that trajectory.
Yeah.
Corey again. Ryan Shields this time gets it to Domkowski. Back row for Shields. Fabic down to get it. Norris for Newton and Nozzle, both off the block. Fortunate bounce there for the Dragons as both Newton and Nozzle went up for that. I don't know who gets the credit for that one.
Now, Corey, like I said, saving Warren with those serves, and her defense is doing her good. Keeping that ball alive, keeping that ball in her hands.
Schwint gets it to Domkowski for Marsh. Big swing. Fabic able to dig it to Norris. Nozzle can't get it over the net.
Corey comes off for Sorensen. Seems to be a strategy. After every time she serves, she comes, takes a break.
Marsh back on the service line.
Also is having a really good day serving.
And serves that one out of play.
My apologies.
And that's, again, a fortunate break for Warren because Marsh is the one who served to get Fort LeBoeuf out to the big lead to start this Acrisure fourth set. And now it will be Norris. Domkowski sets it for Paige Shields. Puts a big swing on it, but too much.
Two big hits in a row.
Now, this is the part where it's a close matchup now. And if you're sophomores and freshmen, then we'll see, the Dragons are seasoned, I guess, is what I'm saying here.
And miscommunication as Norris serves the ace, and Warren is within a point. Acrisure fourth set. And now Leanne Johnson will call the Rossbecker Insurance timeout. Rossbecker Insurance Group, with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca, strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. Team Rossbecker. That's Rossbecker.
We also want to remind you that tonight's ball game is being brought to you by the Lander Hope Clinic. Medical care for your whole family. Call 814-593-0011 or visit landerhopeclinic.com to request an appointment.
And so Fort LeBoeuf with the Rossbecker Insurance timeout, leading 19-18. Acrisure fourth set. Warren leads the match 2-1. And the Bison trying to take this one either to a fifth set here and come away with a key Region 5 road victory. Warren looking to close out this match, erase a 10-point four-set deficit if they can, and get a firm hold atop the Region 5 standings.
It's a winner go home here for LeBoeuf, and I think they know it.
Bryn Norris serves, trying to tie this set at 19.
It's crazy how we went from being down,
Stoll with the push. Norris there. Sorensen saves it. Nozzle. And it hit the post.
I thought that was a good point initially.
It was a good point just for LeBoeuf.
Yeah.
Stolz will serve up 20-18. Norris for Brooke Sherry. Goes cross court, and Stolz gets it over the net. It stays in play. Newton puts over a free ball. Stahl blocked back.
Stallworth at the line.
Stahl again with a push. And a net violation.
Hit the net and
on Fort LeBoeuf.
I mean, I saw it. That net is still shaking. I just didn't know who hit it. There was a whole lot of bodies.
Crashed into it.
Whole lot of bodies there, but eye in the sky never lies.
So now it'll be Nozzle serving as Haley Kabiska comes back in for Johnson.
Seeing a whole lot of dribbling. Wondering if she plays basketball.
Schmidt down to get it. And Stahl, Norris gets the save on Stahl's push. Sorensen puts over a free ball.
Oh, my goodness.
And we are tied at 20.
Nobody picked up on that. They just let it drop after being down by so much. Clawing and biting and scratching their way back up.
Nozzle serves. Schwint, it's an ace, and Warren leads for the first time in this Acrisure fourth set.
They weren't ready for that.
No, they weren't. I don't think I'd be ready for it either, but.
Yeah, nobody was ready to deliver a return.
And Fort LeBoeuf's going to take another Rossbecker Insurance timeout. We're going to take it with them. High school volleyball on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. Here in Warren County, Seneca Generation delivers more than electricity. We provide clean, reliable power, and we're proud to call this community home. Our team is committed to giving back, supporting local programs, and helping create opportunities that make a difference for families, schools, and neighborhoods. Because powering homes means empowering lives. Seneca Generation, powering your home, empowering our community. Back here at Warren Area High School, it's a Rossbecker Insurance timeout taken by Fort LeBoeuf, who at one point led 15-5 in this Acrisure fourth set. Warren has clawed all the way back, now leads it 21-20. Dragons lead the match 2-1. And Madeline Nozzle will be serving for Warren.
You were talking about the student section. Would you say they're fraternizing?
Oh,
yes.
Perfect.
And Nozzle serves that one into the net. And you wonder, she usually does that jump serve, and that time she didn't, and you wonder if she was too careful.
I think she was, and I think she wishes she could have that back.
So now Paige Shields trying to put Fort LeBoeuf back in front. Nozzle down to get it. Norris for Kabiska. Swindlehurst for Stahl. Blocked.
Oh! And a diving effort by Fort LeBoeuf. Soltz had a whoa. That's happened a few times in this game, but I thought she had that. That was a dive.
That was Sorensen on the serve. Down to get it is LeBoeuf, and Corey gives it to Norris. Back to Corey, little tip, and she gets it just in front of Swindlehurst.
They were not expecting that.
Warren's biggest lead in this fourth set, and it's 2. That's what's the craziest thing about it. The craziest thing. They are so neck and neck, and Warren's come back after being down by so much.
Swindlehurst to stall, pushes it. Norris gets a hand, and Brooke Sherry keeps it alive. Warren puts over the free ball. Swindlehurst stall again, block back, and Corey this time to set Warren up with match point.
Warren is so good at keeping that set alive, and just over and over. That has to be eating away at the Fort LeBoeuf defense. Win or go home. If they don't get this point in the next few points, it's over.
Sorensen with the serve. Swindlehurst. Lemach tipped. Nozzle to Norris will put over a free. Swindlehurst stall, tip. Nozzle down to get it, but out of play right at the official. And LeBoeuf keeps the match alive here. Still trails by 2. It is still match point for Warren. And it is stall to serve.
A lot of pressure.
Norris up to Sherry. Blocked back, but out of play. And Warren gets the point for the Dragons. They come all the way back, down 10 in this fourth set to close out the match with a 3-1 victory.
This is the best game of volleyball I've watched, either in the student section or in the crow's nest. This is fantastic.
We're going to take a minute to catch our breath. We'll be right back with the Icy Ink post-game show here on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Here at the Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry, we like to focus on our community and help our local businesses expand and succeed.
Why join WCCBI? Not only do we offer a way for local businesses to grow and prosper, but we also provide business development, community involvement, and member benefits.
Becoming a member of WCCBI includes benefits such as networking and ribbon cutting.
Become a member or to see additional information, visit WCCBI.org today.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
At AGI Industries in Clarendon, our state-of-the-art fabrication facility brings your custom-engineered products to life. With cutting-edge machinery and skilled professionals, we deliver precision-crafted solutions tailored to your needs. From trench box and storage container rentals to sandblasting, refurbishing, and painting equipment, plus expert metal fabrication, compressor stations, filters, separators, ASME vessels, and pig loaders, AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Welcome into the Icy Inc. post-game show. Your final here from Warren the Dragons with a 3-1 victory over Fort LeBoeuf, 25-21, 23-25, 25-16, 25-22. And Icy Inc., for all your screen printing and embroidery needs, call Icy Inc. at 814-688-0034 or online at icyinc.com. That's icyinc.com. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy. Our Icy Inc. co-players of the game, Warren's Peyton Johnson, Addie Corey, and girls, first of all, have you caught your breath yet?
Yes. No.
Honesty, I like it, Peyton, I like it. But my goodness, take me through that fourth set a little bit. You guys are down 10. I mean, it was 16-6 at one point, and then all of a sudden you come storming back. What was really the key that kind of turned things around for you in that fourth set?
We just have to work together. We got in a huddle, as you could see down there, and we just talk to each other, know that we're okay, it's fine, we can come back, we have before, and just to get our serves in, get a good pass, and get a good kill, we know what to do.
Peyton, how important when you're in a situation like that is it to just get a point here, a point there, and kind of stop the other team's momentum?
Yeah, you just got to take a deep breath and focus, and then just put a ball up, and then hopefully your team will work with you and get a kill.
And so, one of the reasons we named co-players of the game, Addie, your serving and play at the net obviously was tremendous all night. But Peyton, Tim was talking all night long how it seemed like you were just all over the floor, diving to get digs and keep balls in play. And what was it for you tonight that was so successful, allowed you to keep so many of those balls in play for your teammates?
The adrenaline. Yeah. It just kicks in, and then I don't really care about my body. I just got to get the ball.
How much does that, adrenaline, and it seemed like early in the first set, there were a lot of over attacks, serves into the net from both teams. You had to know this was a big match coming in. Mm-hmm. How do you kind of, you want the adrenaline to keep you up, but how do you tamp it at a level that allows you to stay successful too?
I mean, it's very hard, as you can see. We hit some balls out. We do hit them in the net. We kind of hit them everywhere. But once you're out there and you're okay, it's fine, we're doing fine, you kind of just settle yourself down and then you just keep going. Yeah.
So again, obviously this is a big region victory for you here.
Oh, yeah.
Fort LeBoeuf right behind you in the standings. You're now 3 games up on them, having swept the season series. How much confidence does this give you guys as a team going into the last stretch of the regular season here?
A good bit, but we have to stay, humble, because that could bite us in the butt if we're thinking that we're going to go into it and sweep them.
So you got a big one again coming up on the road. A couple of big ones on the road. You're at General McLean. You come home from Meadville. You're at Harbor Creek on the road as well. How do you take the momentum from this game and especially a big comeback like this in the last set and carry that over into these big matches you got coming up?
We just have to keep playing together like we do. We're a very great team. We all work together very well, and we just got to keep going with it and keep doing what we're doing.
And Peyton, try to take care of your body in between matches. You're going to need that going forward. The way you play that's with reckless abandon, I like to say. Peyton Johnson, Addie Corey, our Icy Inc. co-players of the match here from Warren. We'll be back with more of the Icy Inc. post-game show on your Daily Local right after this.
Here in Warren County, Seneca Generation delivers more than electricity. We provide clean, reliable power, and we're proud to call this community home. Our team is committed to giving back, supporting local programs, and helping create opportunities that make a difference for families, schools, and neighborhoods. Because powering homes means empowering lives. Seneca Generation, powering your home, empowering our community.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
Back here at Warren Area High School, your final, the Dragons defeat visiting Fort LeBoeuf 3-1, 25-21, 23-25, 25-16, and in a major comeback in the fourth set, 25-22. And, guys, I said at one point right after the end of the match there, that fourth set at one point, it looked like Warren was just dead in the water. And then all of a sudden it was like a few points, and suddenly they're back within 4 or 5 and looking for all the world like they were going to run away with the rest of the set.
Sometimes I think it only takes one moment to turn a whole game around. Sure. And it's sometime in that last set, something happened and everybody got on the same page and it rolled from there.
Yeah.
It clicked. And to be honest with you, I was fully expecting to be here for a fifth.
Yeah.
I mean, that just the way it was going. Looking at the Warren players, they were down. LeBoeuf, they just seemed like they were at least going to a fifth.
Yeah.
And then the ball just kept rolling in Warren's favor.
Well, and again, this is a very veteran Warren team, fairly young Fort LeBoeuf team, and this is one of those things that I'm sure Coach Leanne Johnson is going to use as a learning experience for her team and say, hey, these are the kind of sets that we have to close out if we're going to take that next step from promising contender to champion.
Yeah. And I guarantee you, they will get tougher and tougher to beat as time goes on. And tonight was a big learning experience for them. If we face them again, it will be harder.
Sure. Yeah. And that's, when you look ahead to the Class 3A tournament in District 10, primarily Class 3A is Region 5. There's Slippery Rock and Titusville as well, but those are both struggling teams, probably not going to be in the playoff field regardless. So you're looking at this region, Region 5, is going to be – that's where your playoff field is going to come from in Class 3 in District 10. And, right now, Warren's going to have the seeding advantage, so they'll be the favorite going in, and now has 2 wins over a very tough Fort LeBoeuf team. Mentally, if you're the Bison and you meet them again in the playoffs, how do you get through that? Hey, this is a team that beat us twice, and especially the fashion in which they won tonight.
Yeah. I think Warren also learned a lot, and they learned about their own character, and this will help them in the playoff. They're not going to panic. They will not panic. They know they can do it. And you just need to start focusing. And focus was a word I think both of those girls used. Yeah. And it was important because when they got that back, there were enough points left to play that you could still win rather than, when it's too late. So they got it together in time.
Speaking of those 2 girls, if you don't know, these 2, they send me down to go get our player of the game. And this is my first time getting 2. And you can tell Warren, they're a very close-knit team. I told Corey about her getting it, and as soon as I told her, oh, you're sharing it with your teammate, she was jumping for joy. She was excited.
She ran. We could see from up here. She jumped and ran over and grabbed Peyton's hand and said, come on, you're coming with me. And that kind of excitement, that kind of team chemistry, it's organic. It's not something that you can fake, and that's a sign of a team that's got good chemistry, and that can help you in situations when you're down 10 points in a set to find a way to come back.
Because you play for each other,
yeah.
And that can make a big difference.
Well, that'll wrap it up for us here from the Joseph A. Massa Gymnasium. We'll be back up here next Tuesday as the Dragons host Meadville. As I mentioned a while ago, I'll be at War Memorial Field on Thursday with Cody Butt for the first time joining the broadcast. We'll be doing some boys soccer action as the Dragons host Oil City. And then all three of us will be back at War Memorial on Friday as Wyatt, you and your Dragons teammates host General McLean in a football matchup. It's a homecoming game for the Dragons on Friday night, and all of that will be available for you live right here on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. For Tim Giuliano, Wyatt Stearns, this is Brian Hagberg on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network, saying thank you so much for tuning in, and good night from Warren.